What's going on, Green Screen Entertainment fam? Your boy Jay Green back right now with a brand new review. I'm going to give you the brand new Gerard Butler movie, Greenland. Now, you can find this movie on Amazon Prime. You can also find it on demand. I'm going to break down the basic plot. I'm going to give you my likes and my dislikes, and I'm going to give you the reasons why. And at the end, I am going to give you some lightweight spoilers, but I will warn you before I do so, but I got to do it just so that way you have a full understanding of why I feel the way I feel about this film. Yo, let's get after it. Now, this movie was directed by Rick Roman Wah, and it stars that dude from the Spartan movies that made all them cats re-up their gym membership real quick, Mr. Gerard Butler. It stars Marina Baccarin and Roger Dale Floyd as their son. Now, for those of you out there who have no idea what Greenland is all about, there's technically two plots to this movie. You got plot A, where there is an asteroid came into our atmosphere, it's about to hit Earth, everyone about to be effed up. Then you got plot B, where this is a family on the rocks. Husband and wife, they beefing about something, we don't really know. It happened before the movie ever started, but they're trying to rectify the situation and come back together, of course, for their son and for themselves. So by the end of the movie, there's going to be resolutions for all types of things. And that's basically what this movie is. Following this family along through this tragic situation, this extinction level event, and we're going to see how it all plays out. That's the movie. Now, my overall thought on this film was it's a good movie. On the real, this movie is very similar to that Gareth Edwards movie, Godzilla, that came out a few years back, whereas even though Godzilla was the movie, you didn't really focus on Godzilla. It kind of focused more so on the human element. A lot of people weren't really feeling it, but if you went into that movie of Godzilla, realizing that you're not going in there to watch necessarily a monster film, but maybe more so about how all the people deal with said monster, that's what this movie is. And if I go into it looking at it like that, then it was a good movie. The acting is great all around. I believe the characters in these situations. The kid was great. You already know out there, most of y'all Green Screen Entertainment fans, that I'm not always the biggest fan of child actors, but this kid did a pretty damn good job. Gerard Butler stepping down from his 90s action aura, if you will, coming into a movie with a little bit more calm and resolve, handling things like a normal human being would handle them, not some unstoppable machine. I thought he did a great job showing emotion. And I thought Marina Baccarin did a great job as well. I did believe her and Gerard Butler's chemistry, that they had something going on off screen and they brought it into this particular storyline right here and they were dealing with it over time. Their emotion was on point. So if you're someone who wants a movie that is not like the normal asteroid movie where things are just blowing up left and right, you want something maybe with a little bit more storyline, a little bit more character development, if you will, or at least characters dealing with some drama in the midst of all their challenges, with good effects, with a nice little outcome at the end, then I think this movie will be for you, people out there that are not necessarily action fans. However, if you're like me, and you are an action fan, and you want more action in your extinction level event asteroid movie that was marketed as an action movie with a guy who is still maintaining and holding on to that 90s action persona, then this movie might not be for you. Now's about the time when I'm gonna break down a few spoilers as I explain why I feel that way. All right, so we're gonna start with this. Number one, like I said, there's two basic plots of the movie. You got the family dynamic, and then you got the asteroid situation. Now, the trailer, at least the teaser trailer, I try not to watch a lot of trailers because the trailers give a lot away. I've seen a billion movies, so I pretty much can tell what the whole damn movie is if I watch all the damn trailers before the movie comes out. With that said, the teaser trailer for this movie sets it up to basically be 2012, Armageddon, and Deep Impact all rolled into one. So because when I step into this movie, I don't get all of that crazy action and dramatic tension, I get more of a family dynamic, wondering what's really going on between the husband and wife. Why are they really beefing? Is their son gonna be okay? Stuff like this, I feel let down. I feel like my expectations were for this film, but I'm sitting here watching this film, and because it doesn't meet my expectations, I'm automatically gonna mark it down a few notches. Another issue that I had based on the trailer and what was in the movie that was either never fully delivered or developed was the government and their plan to get a few select people out. Now, if you've seen John Cusack's 2012, then you know that in that film, the whole world was supposed to be ending, but they had these special arcs, and you had to either A, have a lot of money to get on these arcs, or B, be a certain type of scientist or doctor or someone like that. This movie's basically doing that, where they'll send specific messages to certain people that are like structural engineers, right? Maybe it's a doctor or a neuroscientist or someone like this. So that makes sense. If the world is about to end, we need to try to get all these people into one area, so either we can use their genes to make smart people into the future, you've seen the movies, or when we restart the world and the population, we'll have these people that can help with all of the population. That makes perfect sense, but they never go into that. I mean, this thing gets to a certain point where Gerard Butler and his wife take their son to the checkpoint where they're going to get on the plane to go to Greenland, but their son has diabetes and they don't let him on the plane because he's sick. But they never go deeper into that. They just go on their other shenanigans and somehow find a way to Greenland. But in the end of the day, you could have gone deeper into that, and you could have made it more of a government level and then gave us some asteroid stuff and then gave us some how are they going to get to Greenland stuff, but you don't develop these nuggets of information that sound kind of cool. I was let down by that. I wish they had developed it more. All right, so now just like Inception, I'm about to take you into another level of this review, now just based on the film. So I just told you why I felt a type of way based on what I seen in the trailer, and then when I went to watch the movie, how I felt on it like that. But now that I'm in the movie, now that I realize it's gonna be a little bit more of a slow burn, it's gonna be kind of quiet, it's not a big slam bang action hit like I thought it was gonna be, let me tell you how I felt about certain things in the film. One of the things that I felt was this movie sets up its universe to be somewhat realistic, right? We got that family dynamic, not a whole lot going on there, but then all of a sudden there's this impending doom of this asteroid coming in and they're gonna get a few select people out. There's not a whole bunch of crazy, someone's scheming over here, someone's doing this. Things seem relatively grounded. But while they're grounded, and I don't usually do this, but you forced me to do this by the movie that you created, I'm wondering to myself, how is it that this movie is taking place in the span of like maybe 4 or 5 days? In the film, they say this comet, this asteroid, came into our atmosphere just now. We ain't seen the shit before. They're telling people on the news the trail of this asteroid is so long, it's not in our solar system. Damn, that's some shit, right? How is it that the government, American government, can scramble enough planes, I don't know what they're called, C-17s, let's call them, I think, right, to carry all of these people that they specifically have picked out? They've deciphered that most of the people that are going to get on the planes are not sick. There's a couple that slip through the cracks and they got to turn them away. Okay, they got a whole camp set up. They send out specific messages to only their phones, to only their emails and all that. And these people are supposed to get here in like 48 hours. All this shit is supposed to jump off. They got food, they got, materials, bags, they got all this stuff for these people to go to Greenland. Now, Greenland, if I'm not mistaken, is on a completely different continent. I'm not geographically inclined, but I'm pretty sure it's on a completely different continent. So that means there's different regulations over there. Within this week's time span, how is it that our government was able to get all that shit organized and send everybody over there? Like the people from that region of the world wouldn't have all their people filling up these bunkers that are apparently now able to withstand the hit of an asteroid with a trail that spans outside of our own fucking solar system. Trust me, when you really think about it, it's pretty unfucking believable. And this movie is supposed to be grounded in some sort of reality. Not to mention that this movie is grounded in reality. It is happenstance that Gerard Butler, his wife, and his son, they all get split up on this one night of craziness and somehow find each other and somehow make it to this random airstrip in Canada where they can then get on a plane that's already packed to the gills. Then the pilot's like, okay, cool, get on the plane. And then they make it to Greenland. I'm not buying that shit for a minute, y'all. Now, who am I? I'm just some random guy that loves movies. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Look, I love Armageddon. I don't give a damn what y'all say. Okay? I love Deep Impact. I like 2012. I said it. I enjoy 2012. It is lunacy, and nothing in that movie is realistic. If you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But here's the deal. Those movies tell you what it's going to be in the trailer, and those movies let you know what it's going to be when they start. They let you know you are in for a world of crazy, unbelievable action. Just strap on your safety belt and enjoy the ride. So when I go there, I ain't tripping too hard on some of the things I see. But those are those types of movies. When you have a movie like this that's a lot more grounded and trying to be something like that, you can't really throw in a whole bunch of crazy, zany shenanigans that allow these people just to get places based on happenstance. You're gonna have to give me more development and more dialogue and more uncovering mystery and certain things that allow them to do these things. I'm not saying it's not possible, but you gotta give me a little bit more. That's just me personally. Y'all might be different. And if you are, then you'll probably enjoy this film. All right, y'all. Well, we've come to the end of the video. As always, I thank you for your time. I thank you for your support. And I thank you for watching me talk about movies. I love talking about movies. Now, before I get out of here, I just want to say this movie was good. I just wish they would have developed some of the other concepts in the film a lot more, because the concepts that they have in the film that are not really developed are quite good. So again, if you are into a movie that is about impending doom and an extinction level event, but it's a little bit quiet, but still has great acting and still some interesting development to an extent, then this is the movie for you. But if you're going into this movie expecting a Gerard Butler action fest, you're not going to get it. So take that in mind. All right. Once again, you can get this movie on demand. You can also check it out on Amazon. Yo, homie, I'm out.